G'day everybody, hope you're well. This watch list video is proudly brought to you by FTX, the platform that I use. Obviously, if you haven't got the account, click the link below or in the description, 10% off your trading fees. More importantly, go and have a look at raising the order so you know how to use the platform and you also understand how to manage your risk, as that's a crucial part of the whole process. Okay, how about this? I'm going to run through the whole perp list with you quickly. Not a full scan like yesterday. Hope you did well from yesterday, because a couple of those puppies that we looked at definitely did do well. Bitcoin right now, let's have a look. Holding its ground here. Let me just talk you through what I'm saying. Is there a flat level? Not really. Not interested. Moving on. Ethereum just had a punch straight through. Whooshka, off we go. Let's look low. We're looking for cradles here. Maybe on 30 minute. I'm going to pop that in because it's starting to trend really, really nicely. They're even, excuse me, not so much the 15, more that 30 and the 1 hour looking really nice there. Keeping an eye on that. Cardano's pushed higher as well, taking out that resistance right there. So pullbacks into that region, certainly looking well worthwhile. I just want to see it push away and pull back in again. So I'm going to leave that for tomorrow. I'll probably bring you a list tomorrow if there's some activity out there as well. Algoland, we got some resistance right up there. I was keeping a pretty close eye on that, hoping for a higher low. Look, right now, it's got to push through and give me that pull back in for a cradle. It's not done that just yet, so I'll have to wait and see. Alt perp pushing on, going lower here. Quickly, oh no, I'm happy to leave that. Atom, geez, I really wish I had a pullback a bit more today. You know, I was really pretty stoked on this. Check it out. Well, coming into that cradle zone, it just, I wanted that up here. Didn't quite get it. But you know what? Actually, that's coming out. It doesn't need to be there anymore. If that trend continues, maybe tomorrow. Bitcoin Cash. And look, I am focusing here more on the 4 hour and lower because that's where the opportunities are coming from. We've got momentum on the dailies and the 4 hours really the time frame. It's sort of 4 hour moving lower at the moment. Bitcoin Cash is nothing there. Binance, how are we doing today? 1% up, not a great deal of activity. I can move on. BSV, still stuck in that range. Don't like it. Bitmax, a little bit wicky. Too many wicks. Don't like it. Doge. A little bit stuck. It's not done a great deal. Check it out on the daily. You know, it's still a bit, it needs to push above this high here. Looking at that at 25055, whatever that is. Needs to push above there for there to be interest. Dragon, oh, what a trend. What an absolute ripper of a trend. Love it, love it, love it. We were stalking this earlier in the week, if you recall, on the 2 hour right in, what was it? It was a 2 hour here. Look, right in here. Just got a big candle. Whooshka, played off the level. Mwah, perfectly well. And look, in all honesty, you could have traded a Bitcoin breakout through this. I know many of you won't have that strategy at this stage, but if you did go ahead and get that, then you know you would have all three of my trading strategy. Excuse me, still got this cough. In the Bitcoin breakout, the crypto cradle, and the Fibonacci booster. By the way, while I'm at it, end of financial year is coming up. We got a big sale up to 50% off. So in the description, you'll see the link there. It is tradercobb.com/savings. There you go. Check it out. It's there for you till July 1. Oh, look, I was hoping for more of a pullback, to be honest, with Dragon. I mean, geez, it's just been off to the races. There was lower little pullback in there. Man, I'm playing this on the higher time frames now. You know, I want to see a bit deeper of a pullback here. It's not ready for me right now, but I'm keeping it in because that trend is just superb. EOS perp, what do you got for me? Level starting to form. 1 test, 2 test. Need a third for a breakout. If you know, you know. That's what I'm waiting for. Yeah, I'll pop it in the list for now. Ethereum Classic, interesting here. Check this out. I was watching this. It looks like it's just not giving me what I was after. Bother. 1, 2, yeah, that would have been a little bit aggressive even for me. But now what I'll do is I might look for a booster in off of this level. It is starting to trend nicely again though. You know, we got that push through that resistance. I want to see it get away, get it on a bit of a run. Look, it's not done a great deal of late. See how it's sort of stuck? I want to see it clear those highs and get a good, you know, give us a bit of your best work there. Ethereum Classic. Then we can start to really get into it. Look at that higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. It's just got to clear this and get a bit of blue sky, because once we get through there, there's nothing really in the way there that I can see up till about 670. So plenty of room there for good profits. Exchange perp, let's go lower here. We got that in motion right now. It did pull back. Big enough candle, just a bit too big to be fair. Exchange perp now. I'll come back to that tomorrow. Horby. Oh, big spike of Rooney there on Horby. It's had a couple of... Is it Horby had a big 2 days? I think so. Yeah, a couple of big ones there. Okay, I'm not interested in it right now. It's just sort of gone and done its thing. Leo, no interest there. Link continues to just do what it does, and that's just rip it to shreds. Absolutely killing it right there on Link. That breakout back here, oh, if only. But here's the thing. We looked at it on the scan yesterday. Check out these cradles. Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding. You know, in here. Jump to the 15. Check this out too. Look. You got 1. That's a good one. I got another one up here. 2. There's been opportunities. 3. There's been plenty of opportunities to profit off of what has been a great trend. Now you can go to the 15 on something that's got the liquidity, the volatility like this, because the liquidity tends to exist when we get those good moves. So that's why it's on my list, because if we keep pumping like this, I might get that cyclicity back, and that is just booster and cradle heaven. Excuse me. You're just locking it in, locking it in, locking it in. And the thing is, you look at each trade as an individual trade. So let's say you're risking 1% on each trade. You scale out a bit. Well, that trade, you might have 3 or 4% that's completely open, completely locked in profit, and it's still running. That's where you make your money in this industry. In this market. It's just the way it is. Litecoin, did you get it yesterday? That cradle, I waited from 10 a.m. Yep, all the way back here. From this candle here when I did my scan all the way to here. 10 p.m. I got a fill. I've now locked in profit, moved my stop, trailed it to here as it's just broken out to a new higher high, even a little bit. But sitting pretty, profit locked in. I'm pretty happy with the result there. Would love to see it do a bit of a link. We'll have to wait and see. Matic right now. Not a great deal there for me. Mid perp has had a very decent move there, bouncing off of an old level back here. How are we here? Let's go lower. It is quite extended. Look at that pullback. Boing. Not really one for me right now. OKB. Funny looking price action, right? No, nothing there for me. Shit perp is chugging along. Not a great deal. It needs to extend itself a little bit better than that for me to be really interested. Tomo, not too much going on there. A little bit stuck in there. Needs a little bit more work to really clear out of that. Is that a level that I'm interested in? Nope. So no to Tomo. Tron. I was hoping to get a little bit more of a pullback into that zone into here. It's not done it yet, but could it do it on the 8? Probably not at this stage. It really needed to come in here. I was hunting the 2 hour today, hoping to get a smaller candle in here. It didn't eventuate, so I'm just going to take that out. XRP is just yawned. There's not really a great deal going on there with XRP. It just needs to push. It's becoming a nothing really. Tezos, oh, the one that got away. Beautiful. Look at this chart, guys. Check this out. As far as cradles go, look, you could have possibly have had one here, but there was resistance ahead. You wouldn't have got your 1-to-1, so let me scrap that. You wouldn't have taken that. If you're following the rules, there's resistance there, you would not have taken that. So that's not a trade rule. Tell you what I did like though today, this break, it just didn't quite give me what I was after. There was no convergence there. Popped through really well. Then I drew in my fibs and I was like, oh, you little ripper. You know, I was like thinking this is going to be the one. You know, I've got a double cluster in here, triple with the 50. Didn't quite get there, and now it is where it is. But I'm going to keep an eye on that because it is trending very, very well. Privacy perp grinding away. It needs to pull back in my eye. That's what it's got to do. It's not done it yet. There is resistance ahead. It's not one of my favorites. Theta is, on the higher time frames. Looking at this 8 hour, look, if I get the 8, the 16 probably won't. No, possibly the 8. It's going to take a bit of time. So let's double back. Oops. That needed to be a yellow. Let me double back to the list here. Just to recap, Litecoin, I'm in Litecoin, so that stays on my list as I manage that trade. Ethereum Classic, it's just broken up. I'm looking for little cradles, little boosters pulling back into this region. That's the sort of thing I'm looking for. With Dragon, I need to see it pull back a little bit. The trend is very, very nice. It's either got to pull into here or continue further. I'm looking for little cradles like this. You know what the strategy is. Link, perpetual. Check it out, check it out. Beautiful. Look at that. Even in here, there was a profitable cradle right there. Link is just a cash cow right now. So hopeful that it continues to do that. Bitcoin perpetual. Look, I always have that in the list, and I usually have it sitting at the top. There's not much right now. Look, if it pulled back in a little bit further, I might consider that. It's just not giving me enough to sort of sink my teeth into just yet. Ethereum has just had a little squirt. Watching this on the much lower time frames here. Lower time frames on the higher market cap projects, because bigger positions means less slippage, because there's a lot more liquidity. EOS building in, as I said before, looking at this flat level. If it starts to get closer up for a third test, if it breaks, a pullback into there for a cradle. And finally Tezos. It's running off really, really nicely. It's starting to get some great momentum. And here's one of the things I really like about Tezos. Let me show you this. This daily higher low, higher high, it's really starting to get some momentum. Check the weekly out too. It's held in there. It looks strong to me. It looks strong. But don't forget, I also said a couple of days ago, prior to the big move, that this looks very strong. And I said, I think it looks like I could easily break to new highs in this, as in here. And it has done. Now, I don't always get it right. No way. No way at all. I think the other one I also said had the potential of doing that was Aetherium, I think it was. Yeah, that pullback. I can see us getting above this region here. I really can. It's, a lot can happen between where we are and $300, right? Or 291. We've got what, a good $50 odd to get, or $40 odd to get there, right? But that trend is looking really, really good. Guys, I won't take up any more of your time. Click on the link below for up to 50% off. You can get 10% off your trading fees by the FTX link there. You can also see how to raise your orders below as well. Now, the reason I haven't got a short video in there just yet is because I like to raise it on a live trade. I don't have any shorts at the moment. Guys, I shall update it. Have a great day. And yeah, let's keep doing it. I'll let you know what goes on tomorrow. Bye for now.
The Trader Cobb Crypto Show, talking business in blockchain.